Hello YouTube, back once again with my Heroes Reborn reviews, and here we are with episode 8, June 13th, part 2, and all I can say, this is actually a pretty damn good episode of Heroes. Yeah, let's go. Let's go through it. Okay, first, the number one thing I gotta give this episode credit for, it actually came up with a very reasonable explanation for how Claire died. Because that's always been, like, from the get-go from the show. I was like, how did Claire die? Like, and it especially came more noticeable when they said in the last episode, it was like, well, did you, like, shove a stick in the back of her head? Because she should be fine then. No, they explained that, one of Claire's kids, the son Tommy. His power is not that he can warp things through space and time. His power is that he can absorb one person's power, like his great uncle can, and so yeah, and so when he was born, he accidentally absorbed Claire's power, and so Tommy effectively killed Claire in the series premiere. So that happened. But that was a good explanation, and other stuff that happened. A lot of stuff actually happened. Well, for one, there was the plot line with Hero, in which he went back in time with I forget, daydreaming, the future dreamer woman. Just they went back in time, but then Hero, the infant Tommy absorbs his powers, so now they're stuck there. So they're stuck in the '90s. So then so that and then Petrelli, I'm just calling her that because I can't remember what her last name is. She's just like, okay, wait. So if this kid can accidentally absorb powers because he's an infant, he doesn't know what he's doing. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep them far away from each other so he doesn't do that with her by accident, because we don't know which one of these two has the power to save the world, even though it's Lightbender. I'd be surprised if it's not Lightbender. And so that happens, and then you learn that Hero basically raised Tommy as his son, and for the past like 18 years or so, and yeah, that was nice. It was sad when just Noah, like current day Noah, just in June 13th, just like knocks on Hero's door when he finally finds him using Molly, and you just see an older, like more gray haired Hero. I was like, ah, God, Hero. And so there was that. Also, all the stuff that happened with Noah, there was this whole thing that basically you learned he actually had a very reasonable reason to erase his memories. It's because after older Noah attempted to assassinate, I forget, evil CEO woman. She knew that younger Noah, because she saw that there's two Noahs, must know where the kids in this situation that will possibly save the world. And so to stop her from having the ability to know it, he gets his mind erased by, I forget, the guy with the trench coat and pennies, whatever his name is. And it's actually a pretty well done scene when you see him, his memories get fully erased, where the series picks up, like in the very first shot of like Noah like waking up in the explosion of the arena. I thought that was good. That was well done. Like I said, this is probably the closest this show has ever tied the time travel with this show, so there's that. And you also saw the return of Matt Partman. Basically, he was trying to read Noah's mind for where the kids are. It was only like, it was a surprisingly brief appearance from him. I was surprised by how little like they used him, but maybe he'll show up more, I don't know. But it was really sad, actually, just seeing Matt Bartman there, just being, like, so evil. I thought that was kind of going against the character, because the whole idea was he was, like, a policeman, he always wanted to help people, and I was like, wow, he's literally helping the destruction of the world now. I was like, that was kind of sad. And I was really waiting for the explanation, well, what happened with Molly and him, considering the last you ever saw her in Heroes was she just disappeared in between seasons, so there's that. So that was kind of sad. You learned the video that Mohinder made was actually a shapeshifter that just was a shapeshifter. What Mohin was a shapeshifter that just pretended to be Mohinder that made the video, and I guess Mohinder's dead. What a sad way for the character to go, Mohinder. That's quite a bummer. So there's that. Also, then when Noah finds like older Hero on June 13th. Like basically, you learn what happened was to to protect Tommy because Tommy knows that both that him or his sister have to save the world. He's fully aware of this. They basically erased his memories, and just that's where the series picks up, is why he doesn't know he has Heroes is dead, and raised him at least. So there's that, and why Tommy seems to be so angsty during the entire series so far. So that was again well done, be with continuity of time travel on this show. So that happened. This led to a very sad ending, in which basically when they sent Tommy away and to make sure he didn't go back for a Hero, because that's why they erased his mind, because they were getting like three of the, I forget, regenerating guys who makes copies of himself. That guy, the main evil power guy at the moment. Three of them were about to attack Hero, was about to attack the household, and then Hero just sent his kid and Tommy and his mom away, and then Hero just pulled out, just took the swords and just went to fight them, and you can only assume without his powers, Hero bites the dust, and God, what a sad way for Hero to go. That's a bummer. God, I wish he was part of the series more if he's truly dead. So that happened. That was effective. Also, when Tommy sends Noah, sending current day Noah to, or future Noah, what I want to say, back to his time, and before that though, Molly's just like, okay, can you also give me a head start here? Can you send me to like India so I can tell Mohinder's mom that he was not a terrorist and this is just a giant evil scheme? And then Molly just goes, no, it's like, well, it's been nice seeing you, Noah. I'll see you later. And then Noah just hugs her, knowing what's gonna happen to her. That was effectively dark. And so there was that, and and also, I gotta say, there was a good piece of connecting characters in this episode, in which you learned that, I keep forgetting his name, the goddamn vigilante guy who doesn't have powers, the army guy from this series. You learn that he did not do what got him his Medal of Honor. It was actually his partner who was an Evos, and this was clever, actually. And then she ran away, and that and the two of them were lovers. So, but yeah, she basically like, here, take my honor, I'm running away. It's been nice knowing you. And then you learn that her power is she turns invisible, and it ends with her taking the Lightbender girl, Claire's daughter, and I was like, okay, that was a clever piece of connecting characters and continuity also. So there was that, and they know that, and they're also told by old Miss Petrelli that like this all ends like at a clock tower in Odessa. So there we go. So let's see where that's going. And anything really else happens in this episode? Oh yeah, this was also really effective, is when you saw how Chuck and his wife first became so evil. It's a pretty darkly effective scene, just when they're at their hotel rooms mourning over their lost son, and then the guy who can bend ice, who Chuck saved in the last episode, just knocks on his door, just coming to thank Chuck for being a hero to him, and then just basically and then Chuck and his wife starting to flip out on him, and basically things just got more and more intense until Chuck's wife just took a pair of scissors and just stabbed the guy in the back. I thought that was really darkly effective, just especially the face that woman made after. Like, she didn't even look horrified. She was kind of like, huh. She was kind of... So there was all that happened, and anything else really? Oh, and then there's the... So that was all. That was very darkly effective, and then there was the ending, in which current day Noah goes back to time, and Quentin's still alive, and at first Noah thinks that it's supposed to be it's because he changed the past when he went to the past, but I honestly think it's supposed to be everything that happened was always meant to happen, because it was such a tight knot between how tightly they knotted the continuity between past and the present in this show, and this season at least, and But it basically just tells Quentin, like, okay, we need to find these two kids and we need to get them to Odessa at 11:53, and because that's where the world ends, and that's when they can possibly save the world. And then and Quentin's like, awesome. And then he calls up evil CEO woman. He's just like, well, we know that they're actually now 18-year-olds, so we stop looking for infants. Let's look for 18-year-olds. And yeah, that's where the episode ends. And honestly, I don't think it's the real Quentin. I'm pretty sure it's because, like I said, because they tied the knot so closely between the past and present in this series, that I'm pretty sure it's that shapeshifter guy that took Mohinder, because they just put such a large emphasis when someone just like, you used a shapeshifter to pose as Mohinder. I'm like, okay, that's probably the shapeshifter as Mohinder is my guess. I mean, not Mohinder, as Quentin is my guess. So, yeah, all I can say, actually, great episode to remind me of the first season of Heroes. Gave good answers, like with how Claire died. Had some really dark, dramatic moments with like the death of Hero. Oh, also you learned that the Hero's ninja samurai girl, she's actually not Hero's fake daughter. It's the guy who designed the game, and she just thought she was saving that guy, not Hero. So that was kind of dark when you learned that, but So yeah, so that was also pretty effective. So yeah, gave good answers. Had some pretty dark moments. Had really good time travel continuity, and yeah, I'm pretty excited for the last 5 episodes now. I want to know how this all ends. Now that evil CEO woman knows who she's looking for. Yeah, so I can say. But next, yeah, only 2 episodes though. Is 11:53 to Odessa. So. Is the last 3 episodes just gonna be a giant climax? I don't know. Yeah. But that's what I say. I can say great episode of Heroes Reborn. Reminded me of the original season of Heroes. So yeah. YouTube as always, please subscribe and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.